guys, and welcome to Toribash Replay Showcase episode 26 with me, Jack Morris from Man of 5 Films, where this week, in case you can't tell, I have a throat infection. A minor one, to be honest, but it's still kind of painful to talk. So we're going to kind of rush through this week, but I was determined to put an episode out because I haven't missed one pretty much ever. So apologies if my English is a bit, awful. And by English I mean words, and by words I mean talking. But we're going to get into this with Parties by Luminosian. I had that right last week, but goddamn if I can remember how, no. Forgot what happens in this replay. You're also going to hear a lot of me coughing to clear my throat this episode, and by George, that's a good replay. Let's take a look at that, because I'm pretty sure I saw a skeet there that I kind of missed as well. So you've got that, and then... Is that going to hit anything? Oh, it's just a throw. Oh, no, I was wondering if it was going to come down back and hit anything, but I doubt it. So I think we're going to have to slow this one down to figure out exactly what happens here. It appears Shift P isn't working this week. Sometimes it doesn't for whatever weird reason, but oh well. So that kick is pretty much what does most of the demolishing there, as you can see. We'll try and see it again from this side. Let's see. Yeah, it's that second kick there. See if I can angle the camera right to try and get it. Yeah, there we are. Wow. That's really impressive. I'm very fond of, one-hit massive. I think they booms. I've heard that phrase bandied around. And he grabs the head. It's great. Very, very cool replay. I could spend hours analyzing it, but unfortunately I do not have the time or the throat capacity. This is Fatality by Tyson 980. And I remember this, and it's cool. It's very cool. It's very quick. That's pretty much the extent of it, I do believe. We'll watch to the end to make sure I haven't missed anything. I'm gonna guess we're gonna get a pause. Very much like it, mainly because of sort of the brush and then the hit. It's great. It just sort of softens him up and bang, get Jeff's thing. And then you get the kind of uppercut decap. It's already decapped, but it knocks it off the neck, and I think that's great. That's very, very well lined up. And we're definitely going to see this from Jeff Cam, because it would be kind of silly not to. So we see the brush and then the punch, and there's the uppercut, which obviously doesn't hit the head, but hits the neck stump. But you can get a really, really good view of it from that point of view. Dunk! There we have it. Very cool. We'll watch it one more time, because Super Meat Boy Face deserves another playthrough. Very cool. Okay. This is Elder Orb, Relax Decap by Elder Orb. Believe it or not. And this is actually just a very simple decap, not a simple decap, but a very straight, what's what I'm looking for? A very quick decap. That's the extent of the replay. It's just a decap, but it is a very cool decap, nonetheless. And it's one of those decaps that I just saw and immediately thought, this is going to look good from Jeff Cam. So let's see this from Jeff Cam indeed, and see how it goes. You can see the flip, and sneaky kick, dunk, very cool. No, I was hoping maybe it would be looking a bit more forward than it was, but that's still pretty cool. You can see the power behind it. It also makes it easier. Yeah, wow, good job there. It also makes it easier to see where his leg's coming from. So it's a spin and then dunk, backwards kick. Cool. I'm not opposed to putting in very simple, quick moves like that, because it still looks damn cool and gets a nice clean decap there, and a nice little pause. I nearly missed that. I'm pretty sure that's the end. Nothing else happens. He just kind of lies down. He has a bit of a rest. He's tired. He just did a backflip. It's fine. This is My First Madman by Clayman778. Gonna be honest, I've forgotten what happens in this one, but let's have a look. Okay, decap. Oh, wow, okay. I can't believe I didn't remember this one. Madman, obviously, five dismembers. Obviously, 5 dismembers, which he, let's see if we can count them. So you got, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, that's 5. That is a madman. It actually gets 6. There's not 6. Gets 6. So that's 6 dismembers. It's a great madman. It also looks very cool. He's like the floor assassin. It's brilliant. Just kind of flipping along the floor, tearing apart a body. Looks very, very cool. We'll see this one from Jeff Cam Jew to see the spin around and the kick. Oh, that looks awesome. I love the way he spins around him and then comes back in with a kick. That looks badass from that point of view. I love it. Swing and kick. Very, very cool. Thank you very much for that replay. This is Sensei Kitten and Pyrox collab replay by both Pyrox and Sensei Kitten. This is a collab replay, which we don't get a lot of. We get a lot of sparring, but this is actually a replay that was kind of co-created by both of them, so big thank you to both of them for that. Pyrox just providing kind of backing vocals to this replay, so to speak. He's manipulating the replay to make it even better, and it equals a very, very cool replay. As you can see, he's grabbing on there. Obviously a very, very good team effort by both of them, and it looks really awesome. Also, an interesting thing about this replay, you'll notice that the name of the replay is Sensei Kitten and Pyrox collab replay brackets watch till end, which I haven't done, so maybe I should do that before I start talking about it. Do we get a skeet? Oh, we get a head skeet. Where's that head? Where's that head going? Where's that head going? Is it going anywhere, or is it just a throw? I might have missed a bit there. We'll watch it one more time. Maybe I missed a skeet because I was talking over it. But there's an interesting thing about the name of the replay, which should stand as a warning to any wannabe submitters. So how does his head come off? Does he grab his own head, or does it just fall off? I'm trying to see if there's... Oh, he knocks his own head off, yeah, and then throws it. That's awesome. That's very cool. Now, an interesting thing about this replay. It was meant to be in last week's show. I had it in the folder for last week's show. But for whatever reason, even though it was in the Toribash replays folder, it just didn't show up in the show, and I didn't realize until I'd uploaded the video that it wasn't there. I figured out through some trial and error that it was actually the length of the replay name. That's the only common denominator. As soon as I changed the name of the replay in the file to just gibberish, it worked. It worked fine. So I'd recommend, if you're going to submit replays, try to keep the name short and sweet, because I guess too many letters and Toribash doesn't recognize it, or something like that. I don't know what it was. Took a while for me to work it out, to work out why it didn't show up. Little warning for you guys, if you're going to do that, make the replay names shorter, basically. This is Kodiak by Meep. Admittedly, a risky replay because it's very cool, and you know, you guys can see what I mean here. But it's still a very, very cool replay. I'm kind of hoping this doesn't turn out to be stolen, but I have faith. Innocent until proven guilty, right? So we got to give him the benefit of the doubt. And it's just, I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff. There's a skeet. I think there's actually a second skeet. Yeah, there's 2 skeets. But the main thing is that decap right there, where he hooks his foot in and whips himself around for the punch. We have got to see this from Jeff Cam. Oh, good God, he hits him in the chin. He chins the shit out of him. Wow. Is that actually the chin? Yeah, yeah, he gets jawed. He gets completely jawed. That's awesome. And then we obviously have both the skeets, which look great. Very, very cool replay. Hopefully it is actually by Meep and it's not by somebody else. Would love to have your guys in the comments feedback on that. This is Naga Class, The Asylum Brother by Negato 799757. Maths, not my strong point while I'm ill. It's a one-shot, no, it's not. I thought it was a one-shot replay. It's totally not. Totally not. Very, very good replay. We're gonna have to, obviously, have a look at everything that just happened here. We get the flying, and then the sort of grab decap, which is kind of confusing. We then get the body break apart. How can you even put that into words? That's just great. I'm gonna toggle free cam so we can get a better look at it. Oh, that's so cool. And then he manages to whip off the body as well. Splits off the crotchal area, demolishes the torso, and throws the arm. Very cool. I don't think there's any... Nah, we just get a pretty badass pose now, which looks awesome. Anyway, moving nicely, swiftly along. I think... No, this isn't the last replay for today. I thought it was, but it's not. This is Faint Black Cloud Spar with Jet Fox 4. Faint Black Cloud submitted the replay, but Jet Fox is involved in the spar. We don't get a lot of really good spars, but this is one of the really good spars. I love it. It's really good. Both players clearly knew what they were doing. It just looks cool. I mean, I could spend ages examining everything that went on in the spar, but... And that's great. The end is just fantastic. But I must say, my fondest moment is the start, where we see that jump we've seen a couple of times on this show just get deflected by Jet Fox, and it just looks great. I'm very much fond of spar replays, but it's very hard to make a spar replay stand out. I feel like this is one of the spars that does actually stand out as just a battle you could honestly see happen in some kind of action movie. It looks great. Except for maybe a little bit smoother, but it's still very, very cool, and big thank you for that. This is Fatality by Ender1. This is a pretty... obviously, it's a contracting all move, but I still think it has a place because of the decap. It's just a very brutal... You guys know how fond I am of brutal decaps, and that is basically a hug of death until the head comes off, and I think it looks really, really cool. And I think it'll look cool from Jeff Cam too. So we get... Rah, and then the rip. Yeah, it definitely looks cool. I mean, it isn't... Obviously, we've seen better replays in this show, but there is a place in my heart for brutality replays like that, and that's a very cool one. Very good decap. If I was to give any criticism on how he could improve that, and I'm sure he has the file, you could actually get a pretty good grab around about there. If he grabbed just before that frame, let's see if I can get the frame perfect. It was around 340. So if he grabs around about there, because he does hit the head, he could grab it, maybe even flip back into the body. There's definitely room for improvement on this, but it's still a replay I'm very, very fond of. So definitely has a place in this show. This is going to be the last replay for today. This is Axel V1 by Vortex X, or just Vortex. And it's a low gravity replay, which we don't see a lot of, and it's pretty fucking badass, as you can see. I think he's going back around for another kick. You see that with high gravity replays quite a lot. It's all about the kicks rather than the punches, although he does, I think, he opens with a grab punch there. It's just great. And it's really hard to operate on such low gravity because your body's pretty much trying to weigh itself down and kill you. It looks very, very cool, and I very am grateful for that. Very much am grateful for that replay. Now, my throat. it's starting to fail, so I'm hoping to wrap this episode up soon. Those of you wondering where Mod Spotlight was Friday, no excuses, I literally couldn't do it. I've had this kind of throat infection all weekend. I could barely talk Friday, it just wouldn't have been a show. I'm sort of coming out of it now and able to speak, but as you can hear, my voice is a little bit strained. But hopefully the show is still as entertaining as it can be. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now so I can go bosh a load of painkillers and go to sleep. I'm Jack Morris from Manify Films. If you have any replays, please send the .rpl file to submissions@manifyfilms.com. Make sure you put Toribash Replay Showcase in the subject of the email or it won't get to us. Please make sure you do that. I see so many replays fall into the deletion folder before I can grab them, so please make sure you're doing that right. If you're wondering why your replay hasn't shown up in the show yet, that could be the reason. Maybe the replay wasn't good enough, or maybe you didn't do the subject right. So make sure you double, triple, quadruple check that. Anyway, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and favorite. Wish me get well soons in the comments, and I shall see you next time, everybody. Goodbye.